Julian Torres is on the Cruz Show. We are here. Yo, so happy to have you, brother. How are you, man?
Todo muy bien. Muchísimas gracias por la invitación, Cruz. Ya está.
Anytime. You know,
con la familia.
I'm a big fan. I reached out early, man. I just wanted to let you know how proud I was.
Gracias.
I didn't know you at the time.
Sí.
I just wanted to say hey and connect with you. No agenda. I love to see our people win, and that's what you're doing. And
Sí, me acuerdo de todo.
that.
You reached out a while back. So thank you so much for the support, and that's the love we've been receiving. Gracias a Dios.
Yeah, man. Death Row Records. Wow. Bro, this is crazy, man. Congratulations. Our people. Death Row Records. Are you worried about Suge Knight at all?
El Shock, ¿dónde está? No sé dónde estará, pero no, todos estamos bien.
No, but it's all good. You're here to make music.
Yes.
Right? So you connect with Fredwreck first, right? He sees you performing outside of Staples Center for the Kobe tribute, right? Which was an impromptu performance. You weren't scheduled to perform, right?
No. The mariachi community sent out a post on Facebook. Say, hey, we're meeting up this night. Whoever wants to go and join, we'll be there. And I was at home, and le dije, chula, me voy. ¿Por qué? ¿Qué está? I don't know. We just have to go. It's for Kobe and for LA.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And it was touching. And from there, that was all over the news, all over social media.
It went viral.
It went viral. It was a moment that captured a lot of hearts and had a lot of people very, very emotional. I know I was. I've seen this clip millions of times. Mm-hmm. And every time I watch it, I'm hit instantly with the same feelings as if I'm watching it for the first time.
Sí, claro. Un Amor Eterno es una canción icónica, and we always perform this song for our loved ones. Yeah. And LA and the whole world loved Kobe, Gigi, and I feel like everyone in LA was feeling the same. Mm-hmm. So we decided to all go down there and just show how we show our love the best with music. And
there was no set list. It wasn't planned. It was just a Facebook post that turned into something extremely special. Mm-hmm. But you were there with your family, your mariachi community, your family, mm-hmm. and you were there all for the love of Kobe and Gigi and, respectfully, the other souls that we lost that day. Mm-hmm. But you quickly got it together, right? What was that like? Was it just like, all right, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Well, once we got there, it was a surreal moment because everyone's there and it's a somber moment. You see, I'm trying to remember, there was a huge picture of Kobe and Gigi. And once most of the musicians were there, all the news we got lights on our faces and we're like, okay, let's just perform a song. Which song? La Culebra para Mamba. So here we go. We play La Culebra, and then the next song, friend of mine was like, well, ¿qué cantamos? Like, well, whatever you guys want. I'm just here to support.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, well, let's sing Amor Eterno. You can sing Amor Eterno. I'm like, well, you sing it, I'm here on the sidelines,
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, I'll sing the beginning, you'll sing the second half. And we sang Amor Eterno, and a couple other songs, Puño de Tierra, and I don't remember the last song. And then as we're driving home, hey, they put up a video and it's going viral.
It's everywhere. It's on the news.
It's like everywhere, like ESPN, everyone was picking it up. And that was the first time I actually saw a post where the numbers are moving. Like in real time, like I was like, "Whoa!" And it was just a beautiful and historic moment to be a part of. We didn't think anything of it. We just saw a banda like that earlier that week that was there, and we're like, "Well, mariachi has to be there. Like we have to, show our love." Mm-hmm. And the rest is history.
Sure, yeah, and almost immediately after that, Fredwreck hits you up, right? Or he was out there. Was he out there?
Okay. Apparently the story is that he was out there. He was going to the Grammys.
Yep.
And that he heard the mariachis, and then he heard Amor Eterno, and he heard my voice. He was like, who the heck is this? So then he searched online, and there was all these videos picking it up, but they didn't say names or anything because it was, they didn't know our names.
Sure.
Fast forward 3 years after. That's when I decided to repost it, to commemorate. And that's when I received a message from Fredwreck.
Okay.
And I don't know if you guys know who Fredwreck, but
Come on now. Yeah, of course.
you know, in an instant, I didn't know who he was because it's not my world. And I started researching, is this real? Is this like a real person?
Yeah.
And I started seeing pictures of him with Britney Spears, with Eminem.
You
with
thought
Dr.
that was
Dre.
Photoshopped at first?
Yeah, and I was like, is this Photoshop? Let me double check, right?
Yeah.
And started talking to him, and I was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? He's like, no, I want to record your version of Amor Eterno. I love it. Like, I love your version, what you did there. And I'm like, oh, he's like, it's similar like Rocío Dúrcal's, right? And I was like, what? This guy's hip hop and he knows, you know, Rocío Dúrcal and Juan Gabriel and everything. I'm like, yeah, well, okay, but where are we going to record this? He's like, well, we could record it here at Snoop's studio. And I'm like, well, this is bonkers,
You're
right?
like, wait, who's Snoop? Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, like the actual Snoop double OG.
Or is this a friend of yours they call Snoop?
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, right here at Snoop's. I'm like, okay, how much is this gonna cost me?
There he is. Yeah. That's the Latino in you. Right
Yeah,
there.
like,
hey, bro, what's this gonna cost, dog?
Yeah, like what do I, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, no, just bring your musicians. I just want to record you. Wow. So then we set up a date, and I get to this location, and it's like buildings. I'm like, where is this place? Then suddenly the gate opens.
You're
I
driving
walk
into
in.
the compound.
I parked outside.
Okay.
Then walk in. They open the gates, and I walk in, and I start seeing all these plaques, like these pictures, Snoop Dogg, and then Boss Lady Entertainment on the side, and I walk in. I was like, whoa.
And there's a certain aroma in the air as well.
Oh, it was a beautiful,
Very
beautiful, relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we walk in, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. She's like, oh yeah, just go to Studio B. So I'm just walking, and then you hear oldies, you know, on the side. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, dang, this is such a mood, right?
Right.
So I'm going in, and I walk in, and I see Mr. Fredwreck, and Sean, the engineer, and hey, how are you, Mr. Torres? And it was just really nice to finally meet the person behind the message.
Yeah.
And then we're there. He's like, all right, well, you know, we had some conversation, and I had my musicians scheduled, like, you know, as a musician, Latino, we go in, we knock it out. Yeah, vámonos.
We're out. Yep.
We're out quick.
We gotta get
He's
home.
like, okay, what time? I'm like, they're already here. So we knocked it out. Like, we knocked out the full music, like in 4 hours.
Wow.
And then,
how long do you need to prepare for something like that?
Well,
vocally.
Or
you're just ready to
no,
go?
we're ready to go.
It's just another time doing it.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
A million times they've done it.
Yeah, and Amor Eterno, I mean, we
it's
took
embedded in you, right?
Yes, it's been years, decades performing this song. But either way, we wanted to make it really special, so we took our time with it. Then the next day, we're going to record vocals. And I walk in, and I see a señora there on the side. I'm like, hola, like everyone, hey, hola, how are you?
Of course.
¿Cómo están? Oh, muy bien. Okay, have a beautiful day. And I walk by into the Studio B, and then their security guard comes in. He's like, sorry, I never do this, but, you know, Boss Lady wants to come in and meet your guy. I was like, oh, Boss Lady. I've seen signs, but ¿quién será? Oh, yeah, send her in. So the lady that I said hola to walks in. She has like a Boss Lady shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hola, mucho gusto. And behind her comes in another lady saying, I was wondering who said hola to my friend. And she walks in, and I see this big smile, and I recognize that smile from the pictures in the hallway and everything. I was like, okay. So she's like, oh, who is this? Oh, this is my mariachi artist, my mariachi singer. She's like, mariachi? Oh, okay, well, let me hear it.
Right.
Oh, we're not done yet. We just laid down the music, and today we're laying down vocals, so we only have a scratch vocal. He's like, oh, but Fred's like, but maybe he could sing it with the track. Of course, we're ready to go. You know, listos para cantar.
This is why we're here.
And I sing to her Amor Eterno, and you see that beauty. She has a beautiful smile, and she you know, lights up. And so, well, you're amazing. You have an amazing voice. Keep on doing what you guys are doing. You have a beautiful day. Se sale. And I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, that's Snoop's wife. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's Boss
okay,
Lady
cool.
right there.
Yeah, that's Boss
bro.
Lady. So yeah, pasa el día. I lay down some vocals. I get home, and I get a call from Fredwreck, and he's like, hey, Snoop called. I was like, oh, He's like, yeah, he was asking me, like, what am I doing? And boss lady said, I'm recording mariachi. You don't have any hip hop to record, or what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I'm having fun with it. I love it. You know, he's the singer that sang at Kobe's. It's like, oh, okay. Well, what do you want to do with it? He's like, well, what do you mean? He's like, we're just recording a song. Do you want to do an album? And then he was like, well, you know, it takes money and, you know, time and to create something like that. Yeah. All right. Well, how many tracks? It's like, well, let's do 5. You know. Okay. He's like, well, we already recorded 1. Why not make it 6?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's like, okay. He's like, and he says that he said, Death Row Records, recording mariachi. And, you know, I'm quoting him because he said, all right, cuz, let's do this.
Yeah, that's legendary.
And I was on the phone. I was like, what just happened?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, he's like, yeah, so Mr. Torres, you have any originals that you've written? I'm like, yeah, I have some originals. All right, we're going to need those. Okay. Do you have any, like, covers you want to do? I'm like, yeah, well, algo tradicional. Mm-hmm. And we go in, we knock it out, and ya está listo. El disco Julian Torres y Mariachis en Son 3.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that 6-song EP, that's available now, all streaming platforms.
Yes.
Executive produced by Fredwreck.
Executive producer Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, okay.
Produced by Fredwreck.
Fredwreck. It's amazing. To have Snoop, someone like Snoop, right, who's legendary, especially in Los Angeles, right? Snoop is synonymous with Los Angeles. You think of LA, you think of Snoop and Dodgers, and you think of Lakers and, right, Kobe. To have someone like Snoop in your corner at this point in your career, what does that mean to you?
It's such a blessing. It's historic. It is surreal to me. First time I interacted was through FaceTime, and he knew my name, so that was weird for me, because like you said, I grew up hearing. Yeah, Snoop.
That's
not
still
listening.
Snoop, but that's still Snoop, bro.
That's still. Well, I could call him Nino Snoop because
that's right.
Because my father, but yeah, that's Snoop Dogg. That's Long Beach. That's L.A. Like, he's global. I even want to say universal.
Snoop. I say this all the time. I've heard many people say this as well. Snoop, I believe, is the most famous hip hop artist. Mm-hmm. It's the most famous rapper. Mm-hmm. They know Snoop anywhere. You can go into India and they know who Snoop is.
See, yeah, that's.
You know,
it's amazing.
You could visit a tribe in some island, and they know who Snoop is. Man. They do, man, and it's just amazing. Now you have Fredwreck, you have Snoop, you have Boss Lady, all in your corner, right? How did you get here? What led to this?
It's 41 years in the making. It's 41 years. Yeah. All through my life, I've been singing, and mariachi. Mariachi, música mexicana tradicional. Mm-hmm. Entonces,
your whole life, right?
Yeah, my whole life.
Your father was a mariachi singer.
My father was just a singer. He loved singing. Mm-hmm. Then once I saw a group of kids that started accompanying us, because we used to do like little carnival performances, church performances. And I saw the kids performing. I was like, "Pa, yo quiero ser un mariachi." And my dad was like, "Oh, hijo, pues vámonos." Like, he's always positive, always yes, about, nuestra cultura, nuestras tradiciones. So he and I went to a school and began studying to be a mariachi together. Wow. So, but he's always been singing.
Sure, but your dad joined you in that process.
Yeah, and he was like, "All right, let's do it." And mi mamá was probably like, Conrado, tienes que ir con él. Just go and support him and everything. Yeah.
Oh, you had a good upbringing, man. What's that like? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
Mi padre es de Villanueva, Zacatecas.
Relate, that sounds amazing.
Y mi mamá es de Ameca, Jalisco. And my dad wanted us to be born in Mexico. And he was like, no, porque si no van a ser mexicanos.
Right.
No van a ser full-blooded. My mom was like, no, si van a ser mexicanos. Tú no te preocupes. Right, es que acá van a aprender otras cosas y... They're gonna learn other things. Like no. We're gonna teach them our ways and our traditions, and don't worry about that.
I saw a story where you were describing your first time at Dodger Stadium. Your family won a WIC contest. Right? Shout out the Wick.
Shout out.
Orange juice, the Donald Duck orange
The
juice.
Keeks.
You already
El
know,
Keeks.
dog. Yeah. The Keeks. Yeah, exactly, bro. So you won a Wick contest to throw out the first pitch at Dodger Stadium. And you told your parents right then and there that you were going to sing at Dodger Stadium one day.
Yeah, I throw the pitch, and I turned and looked to my mom. I'm like, Mamá, aquí voy a cantar un día. Aquí yo voy a... And mi mamá siempre, sí, mijo, sí, tú vas a hacer, whatever. If I was going to tell them, Mamá, aquí voy a barrer y todo, sí, mijo, tú, you're going to be the best,
Right.
But at that time, I was already singing, and I don't know, it got into me. I was like, I'm going to sing here one day. I'm going to sing here.
That's amazing.
Fast forward, dreams come true.
You're at Dodger Stadium.
Yes.
And you brought your parents, right?
Yes, so that performance was for Mexican Heritage Night, and I wanted to surprise them because I had performed there before, but they always wanted to go.
Yeah.
So I had never sung the Mexican national anthem and American national anthem there. And I invited them, and like, oh, hijo, ¿dónde compro boletos? And everything. I'm like, no, I got your tickets. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
So they're there, and I had to call them before they got there. I got scared. Like, no se vayan a asustar, like, get so emotional and everything.
Right.
I'm like, pa, es que, I'm going to sing the national anthem. Like, ¿qué? It was like, see, I told you to sing here. And, oh, my God, this is amazing. And we had to cry and everything, got emotional. And performing there, they sat like across from me. So I knew they was there, but I didn't want to focus on me knowing that they're there.
Of course, yeah.
Because then soy bien llorón.
Yeah, it's okay.
Soy bien chillón.
Yeah, no, man. You grew up with love,
And but my sister captured that moment.
Yeah.
And
I saw the clip, and your mom's crying.
My mom was like, "Ese es mi hijo," and everything, and my dad's just there, and I don't know if it's about Mexican dads or lo que sea. And I've never seen my dad cry. I think it's like maybe 3-4 times that I've seen him cry.
Same. Twice I saw my dad cry.
And that video shows him crying.
Yeah.
And I just lose it when I watch it. I'm like, oh my God. Because, having parents that have immigrated over, they're working, and most of the time they're working 2-3 jobs.
Yeah.
My dad was always working, for the most part. And but me giving them that makes me feel like it was worth it for them, their struggle.
Truly.
Of course, yeah.
You get emotional thinking of the journey just to that
It's
moment.
almost like,
You're
yo, this is where I pay them back.
Yeah. And that's why you got emotional. You're like,
Y en vida.
what?
Yeah, exactly, man. Did you get a death row chain?
Oh, well, I can't disclose that yet.
What happened? You didn't get jacked, did you? Already?
That's my chain.
Snoop Dogg gave me this chain, bro.
Was this the first record deal or label situation that was offered to you?
Yes. Wow. Yes, something major like this. I mean, I had recorded independently, gone into the studio and done stuff independently. And working towards, in the future for something like this to happen, there was a time where I was just doing performances here and there and just, sending out emails, and most of the time getting crickets and just or no's. If I got a no, I was lucky to get no's because at least they saw something. But most of the time it was just, the struggle of just working towards it, picando piedra, how we say.
Do you ever someone outside of my culture believed in me, not someone within my culture? Is that a thought?
Yes.
I figured. What the fuck?
That is a thought.
And I don't think you're like someone that holds grudges, but it's a thought that crosses your mind.
Claro, it's alguien fuera de tu cultura que, te está apoyando. I'm sure there are plenty of thoughts of mi propia cultura. Hey, pues hay que apoyar a este muchacho. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. Absolutely. And everything is very special to know that Snoop sees the vision and sees Fred. Fred also sees that light in me and just something bigger than what I fathom. It's just amazing. Y que sea fuera de tu cultura. It's beautiful because that's what it's all about. Music gets everyone, It doesn't matter where you're from. If you're from here or from a galaxy or lo que sea, it's just music moves us, the frequency.
Sure. No, it's universal, man. It's universal. So how do we move forward with Death Row from this point on? Is it another project? Is it are you signed off? Are you signed on for multiple projects?
Well, as of now, we're producing. You know, at home, I'm writing music. I'm literally just yesterday. I was at the studio and you know, always talking with Fred. We got like a sample press for a record. You know, which I'm really excited to listen to.
That's
Me
right.
compré un little Audio Technica.
It sounds different, right? It's a different sound.
It's really nice. But yeah, soy una persona noble. So I feel like they gave me the chance, and as long as they're like, hey, you're here with us, and I'm a hard worker. I'm always, you know, echándole ganas, writing at home. I have the first day that I interacted with Fred and Snoop, me empecé a escribir más. You know, just getting home and just all right, well, this is, ya la encontré, you know? That little sliver of an opening, all right, take advantage of it. And hasta que ellos me digan, bueno, ¿sabes qué? Yeah, ahí muere.
right.
Thank you. It was fun.
That was fun, but we got to get going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, it's love. You just got to keep your head down and work and do the right thing.
Sí.
And continue following your passion and trust yourself, trust the people around you, right? Snoop obviously wants you to win. Fredwreck wants you to win. Boss Lady wants you to win, right?
Sí.
And they're watching you and they're guiding you as well. Was there any advice from Snoop?
You know what? I got a message from him, and I sent him a message. I'm like, gracias, you know, thank you so much for the opportunity, you know, for giving me, you know, this grand opportunity to showcase nuestra cultura, nuestra música. Because a lot of people are like, oh, are you doing hip hop with mariachi? Or I'm like, no, it's just pure mariachi with the death row sound.
That's right.
You know, with the hip hop sound. And he sent a message. He was like, nah, I'm happy to give you a shot. The world has to hear you. And I was like, well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a blessing. I feel so fortunate.
Was your mom worried that he would like make you smoke weed?
No vayas a fumar.
Mijo,
Julián, no vayas a fumar.
tráeme uno para mis riumas.
Para la espalda, mijo.
Para la espalda, tráeme. No, I mean, yeah, she me da consejos. Mijo, es que tu voz and everything, you know. I have asthma, so for the most part, I'm unable to.
Oh yeah, no, we can partake. No.
Yeah, so you know.
Protect the instrument.
Claro que sí, proteger. Pero, you know, siempre el dicho dice, mijo, tú puedes estar alrededor de la lumbre, pero, you know, con Dios y haciendo bien, you're good.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's right.
How does it feel when you're performing at Dodger Stadium and you know that you're captivating everybody in that stadium?
All
literally
eyes on
from
you,
the
man.
players, literally in between innings, I see like the players, you know, just paying attention to the screens because obviously they can't really see you all the way in pavilions, but
Right.
like they're looking at the screens and just looking at you. You have everyone's attention.
It's what we live for. It's my home. Like when the first time I came back and out of being a mariachi became a solo performer and stepped on that stage, I felt like I was at home. So to see others enjoy, it doesn't matter who you are, enjoy what I love to do best. It's a great feeling. And the Dodger fans, man, it's familia, you know. Dodger Stadium is my home, and I truly enjoy being there each time. Every time they invite me.
Yeah. It's an honor, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it really is. And Jackie's right. When you're on that stage, all eyes on you. That's a lot of pressure. Do you feel that pressure? Do you put that pressure on you? Or you're just like, hey, this is another day at the office?
I think getting
Because
to
it's natural to get nervous. Right?
yeah, you get
Especially
you know, I get excited once, you know, I drive in and I walk in and I'm with my team and just walking in, I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Like, this is the dream. I'm living the dream.
Yeah.
Because ever since that little kid, you know, this is what I dreamed for. So I'm here and I'm like, wow, I'm here. But once it's like 5, 4, I'm like, all right, vámonos recio.
Go. Yeah, you gotta
We
turn
get
it
on that bull y cantamos y le echamos todos los kilos y ahora sí.
It's almost as if you black out, right?
Yeah.
And you just have to now trust your ability.
Yeah, pues it's you know, it's what I love to do best.
Yeah,
You know,
this is your life.
It's 41 years in the making.
That's crazy. Did you ever think about going on American Idol, America's Got Talent, The Voice?
You know, I had a mentor that always told me to do that. And as a kid, I went on Sábado Gigante.
Oh, that's major.
Con el Chacal.
That's major, bro.
Yo, the Chacal gave you the boot.
Well,
no,
they did it. They did
better
it.
not,
Yeah.
better not.
Put that in your Instagram bio, bro.
I know.
Once you
So
performed on
you got
Sábado
that.
Gigante, that's major.
Yeah, and we won. Actually,
That's right.
yeah, we won on that. I'm actually looking for that video. I have VHS.
I was gonna say, is there video of that?
Yeah, there is.
not on
Except
YouTube?
I need a. I'm looking through all these VHS that my parents have. They brought over, but sometimes they're like están empalmados, like la novela, el juego de fútbol, just like, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm searching for it. See, now I'm gonna call Sábado Gigante or hey, can you guys find
There's got to be an archive
episode?
There's archives somewhere,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's got to be an archive, man.
Yeah.
Really quick, because it's gonna bug me. But your chain that you can't necessarily talk about, right? But there is a chain, right?
There is a chain.
Yeah, there is a chain.
Yes.
Now, your death row, you gotta have a chain.
Claro
That's part
que
of it.
it has to be official, right?
Yes, sir.
Ahí estamos echándole ganas. So hopefully there's like a grand ceremonial for that.
I'm sure there is, man. You
Yeah.
deserve one.
Gracias.
You know, you worked for it. You know, and you're part of the team. You're part of the family.
Sí.
It's death row, bro.
Yeah,
you know
death
the
row.
history. You know Tupac, Snoop, Dr. Dre. I mean, the list goes on and on. But it's such a legendary imprint,
Yes, it is.
especially
yes, it is.
coming out of L.A.
Something that I don't take lightly, and I'm that's why I working hard to
Yeah.
To make everyone proud. Also make myself proud. Everything that I want to put out
Yeah.
and that we are going to put out is going to be straight up, mariachi, tradicional,
Of course.
new music, in the style of.
Yeah.
But let me tell
and
you,
Tupac are signed under the same label, bro.
I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, that's amazing.
crazy.
Amazing,
that's
man.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You
amazing.
were saying, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, that to think that I'm amongst legendary people. Even Mr. Wreck.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Legendary.
is. I got messages after people knew that I was working. It was like, dude, do you know
you
know
realize?
how
Yeah.
like important this is, and that people would give anything to be in the same room. And I guess what really is my edge is que no. It's not my world that much, so
Yeah.
I see the musicality in it. I understand it, and that's what I'm seeing. I guess I don't get scared. I know Snoop was like, oh my god, but like everyone that's there, I've seen D Smoke, and then that Dre told Fred, he's like, hey Fred, did he hold out that Volver note that long, or did you help him? Come on, you could tell me. And I'm like, Dr. Dre knows my name. Like that's. I can't believe it.
Iconic, man. Iconic, man. Yeah, like, yo, Dr. Dre is wondering about your ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just as I'm sitting here thinking about it, man, I'm like, yo, this man is signed to Death Row Records, man, and is in good company with someone like Snoop Dogg, who is just such a legend, and who's gonna make sure you're okay. He's not going to let you fall, right?
Claro que sí.
Yeah.
And I have, my ancestors with me,
Yes,
all of
sir.
LA,
And
todo
all the hard
Mexico.
work you've put in prior to this as well behind you.
Yeah, because everything is for you. I always say my voice and everything I am is for you guys. So if you guys are enjoying everything I'm doing, eso es. That's why I'm here. I feel like that's why I was put on this earth, to just bring out and make people feel with my voice.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. You did that. And you're going to
Gracias.
continue doing it,
Yes.
right? What's up, Leche?
No, it's
I
amazing.
see the
Primo.
wheels turning over there, Leche. You want to do a remix?
No. I salute you, man. I think your journey is special. I think once you find that Sábado Gigante video, it's going to be a great addition to the documentary. And again, your story is inspiring as hell. And just to have that perseverance and to never give up on your dreams and just keep being a great human. And, you'll continue to attract those wonderful opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing to meet you.
There's other pleasure meeting you guys. There's other horizons that I want to achieve. I want to conquer.
And you will.
And yes, just I see everyone's potential in everyone's journey as yourself and as Jackie and as the Señor Cruz. I'm so proud of also what you guys have accomplished. I've seen your show. I've actually been here as a mariachi musician performing, accompanying other people. And just being in rooms like this is like, wow, okay. Como que I've always felt like one day it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, and never lose the faith. But also, I mean, it doesn't just mean, oh, it's going to happen and then not do anything. You really have to, put yourself, yes.
Dreams come true only when you put the work in.
And position yourself.
Sure.
You know,
100%.
I feel like if I don't put myself out, if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't love failing, that's something that I've learned.
Yeah, get used to that door slamming in your face.
Oh, yeah,
right?
and just falling down. ¿Sabes qué? Okay, para por allá no. I guess one thing that I like about myself is that I'm a very stubborn person, and I'm a very hit and miss person. If I don't hit that bullseye that one day, okay, I grab another 10,000 and I work on it.
Yeah.
But once I hit that bullseye, then I found the sweet spot, and I'm very I know where to go after.
You know, there's no matter what you do, you could be doing some amazing things, right? And there's always someone that has something negative to say. Do you deal with that as well?
Yeah.
Is there negative comments? I mean, your voice is so beautiful, and what you do is such a gift, and yet there's still someone out there that has something negative to say.
Claro, there's always gonna be, what is it? If you don't have haters, then you haven't made it.
Yeah, that's real talk.
You ain't got no haters, you ain't
need
popping.
haters. They're your biggest fan base.
Sí, claro. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot that happens, but you know, you just gotta keep on going and know that it's your blessing. So it's your journey, and you keep on going, and if there's that a million haters, but that one person that's looking up to you and wanting you to do good, then that's what it's worth it.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Yes, sir. By the way, that intro that we played in the beginning of the interview, that's DJ Fuse who did that for you. Yes, sir.
Amazing. Gracias.
Good work, man.
Gracias.
We'll send it to you if you need it, man.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, no,
That'd be
honestly,
amazing.
man. And listen, we do Cruz Cares every single year. This is our 8th annual Cruz Cares. We would love your support, Julian.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's on the website, but I already, committed to something there, and I brought you guys some little, I also work with kids. I'm a special ed assistant, and I said, let's bring something for sports and something for coloring, and es algo pequeño, no es mucho,
That's all it takes. That's what it takes, man.
It's con mucho amor. Les
what it
trajimos
is.
unas cositas.
Yes, sir. Julian, thank you very much for your
Thank you,
time.
Primo.
Congratulations. Come see us anytime. You have a home here at Real 92.3 in the Cruz Show, man.
Gracias. Thank you so much for all the love. Thank you for the support. Y un saludo a toda mi familia que me está escuchando.
That's right. That's right. It's love. Cruz Show, Real 92.3.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP+. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.